Hello, and welcome to my channel. This is Elise here of Plan with Elise, and today I am back with another and the final monthly goals video of 2024. Today is December 1st, and I am ready to recap November and talk about what went right and what went wrong. As usual, I always share what went wrong. First thing that went wrong in November was putting these trackers in my planner. I love these trackers from Kell of a Plan. The problem was, as you can see, after the first few days of the month, I just did not use them. A big reason for that was because there were so many videos I needed to film this month and like new releases and all of that, that this planner ended up kind of getting like stuck at the bottom of piles, and I wasn't looking at it. And I wasn't actively looking for it because I was feeling, sorry, my phone is a little stuck. I was feeling overwhelmed by goals in general, not specifically my goals, but just goals in general, because I was just trying to get through the day to day. November was probably the busiest month I've had all year, and I over committed. So I was very good all month about both putting my phone down at 9:30 and a skincare tracker. I don't know exactly how many days I did both, but the skincare has now just become a routine for me, which is great. So even though I didn't really track it, I have been more committed to my skincare this month than probably like ever in my life. I've definitely enjoyed this season. I launched my book. I had my book launch party. I did my Chicago table mate gifts. I reached my revenue goal before Thanksgiving weekend for 2024. I have not done as much lifestyle content. I did choose my 2025 lineup. We celebrated Thanksgiving with both of our families. I did not get to have a day with my niece and nephew, but we have had a date night. I did not do one workout in November. I just didn't do it. I can make a million excuses and reasons why I didn't, but I didn't. If you've been watching my goal videos this year, you know that it tends to be a month on, month off for me, which is not at all what I want. Out of all of my areas of life, health and fitness is the one, or health and wellness is the one that I struggle the most with. So I'd like to get back into it in December. I don't quite know what goal I'm going to set, but we're going to choose that together once we get to that page. I did not read 5 books. I read 3. Again, reading has been kind of an up and down thing for me this year. I'm still at like, I just had the number. I think I'm at 68 books for the year, which is a lot of books. Like, I did read a lot, but sometimes when my workday ends, I just want to put on like a TV show and I don't feel like reading as much as I have in the past, and that's okay. My financial, I did my October spending. I set a Chicago budget and I kept it. I mapped a big savings goal that I have, and I did a vacation prep budget for a vacation we have coming up at the end of the month. For my physical environment, we got halfway there. Finished my doors that we've been working on since September, organized my buffet, and put away my outdoor furniture. I did not reset my bookshelf, my office closet, or have not chosen a dining room lighting fixture. I'm looking at dining room lighting fixtures. I want to get it set up in the next couple of weeks and choose one and hang it, but it has not been set yet. So that is where we are. Also, I note that there's sun coming in right now. I think that it's okay. I don't think that it's that distracting. Hopefully not. I do have my curtains that I could pull back, but sometimes when I do that, the sun comes in a weird filtered way. So I just thought that for this video, at least, we'll kind of keep it looking nice. Okay, we are going to set up my December goals, and I almost didn't do this video. Because I was like, whoops, oh my goodness. I almost didn't do this video because I can't spell December. I'm just kidding. I almost didn't do this video because I was like, I always feel like I didn't achieve any goals, but then when I sit down and review them with you, I think that I achieved more than I thought I did. So, but I was also like, I don't know that I want to set any goals for December, but they don't have to be like insane goals. So there's a few things that are in my head that I want to immediately put down before I forget. So one of them for financial is going to be November spending, where I go through to track everything that I spent in November for Plan with Elise, so that once tax time comes, it's a lot easier for my accountants and me. And then the next is going to be Q for taxes. As an LLC owner, I pay quarterly estimated taxes. So for 2024, I've been paying every quarter based on my 2023 income, and I have to make sure that I do that. So that's due soon. Then we're going to look at my quarter 4 goals that I had set up in my planner, because quarter 4, we're in our last chance. So the next 2 things that are on here are den closet and reset office. So I'm going to put these down. Organize den closet. That probably has to be first before I reset my office. So my den closet is actually like 90% Plan with Elise stuff, but I need to organize it and figure out what there's room for and what I can take out before I do anything in my office, because it's kind of the overflow of my office. So that has to happen first. Then I do this. If I do this first, I'll have nowhere to put anything. The other benefit here is that I'll end up with a lot of destash items that go to my Patreon members. So this should be a really good thing here. And then actually, we're going to put it in a Plan with Elise. Work and learning is a Plan with Elise category for me. So we're going to do a December destash. I haven't done one in a couple of months, but in September, I think. Yeah, it was September. I got rid of like, I don't know, maybe like 20 plus big flat rate boxes of stuff. So this will all kind of tie in together. And I think that that will be good. I would like to reach my goal of 75 books. So that actually means I need to read 7. Given that I'll be on vacation for a week, I think it's doable since it'll be like a beach vacation. I should have put this up here. But even though I'm kind of like on and off with reading, I would still like to reach this goal. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we'll just put the titles over there. Physical environment, I also want to do the dining room light fixture. Especially now because James and I decided that we are throwing a holiday party in December. Oh, speaking of, okay. One of the things that I wanted to do is sort of set up this monthly. And when I say sort of, we're going to do like a little bit of a cheat way of setting this up. I just need to open my planner. So we've got the 1st, the 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, 14, 21, 28. Okay, I'm doing it this way just to see the weekends. So my goal here is to be able to block off unavailability. And that helps me to see how much room I really have to get things done. So this weekend, I will be completely unavailable to get things done. The 20th, we have an event with my family. The 21st, we're having a holiday party. The 22nd, we have dinner for James's sister's birthday. And then the 25th is Christmas and Hanukkah. And then the 26th through the 31st, we will be in the Dominican Republic. So I'm really looking now at this. Then when I tighten things even further, the 14th, we are going to be at a baptism all day. The 8th, I have a birthday party. I think that's all that's planned so far. So when I'm looking at this, I see 1, 2, 3-ish, 3 weekend days. I am not saying that I can't work on my goals on weekdays, but weekends tend to be when I have the most time. But we have to be really, really intentional about what I set up because there's not a lot of time here. I mean, obviously, there's other days in here, but that's going to kind of change things for me a little bit in the way I look at this. So I meant to do this part first, but I think it's a really important part, especially in a month as busy as December. I ended up closing the curtains because I actually don't see it coming in that weirdly, and it was coming in a little bit too strongly when they were open. So we're going to keep those open. Okay, I was looking at my quarter 4 goals, right? When I had to open my calendar to be able to see this. So we're looking at those are my 2024 annual goals. I need my quarter 4 ones. All right. So we went here. Now we have Plan with Elise, launch book done, book launch party done, audit partnerships done, more lifestyle, learn software, revenue goal. Revenue goal is done. I've now set a new revenue goal for the final month of the year. But more lifestyle and learn software. I'm not going to put learn software on there because it's just not something I can put on my plate this month. So we're just going to write more lifestyle. I also have to kind of decide what lifestyle looks like for me, right? So a really good example, if you follow me on Instagram, is that I put up a reel where James and I are decorating a Christmas tree. And I really liked that because it showed a little bit more of my life outside my office. I think that that's what lifestyle means to me, is showing my life outside of these 4 walls. I do tend to put up almost like weekly clean my desk with me videos, but I do really want to show more of my day-to-day life. So I think that that's what that means to me. And with a generic word like this, identifying what it means is really important. And then this I'm putting under work and learning, but I think it could also be put under personal or even financial for one of them, is set up planners 2025. I'm putting it here because me setting them up is a Plan with Elise thing because it's videos. But I think it can be under personal if you don't do videos. And I think that for my budget planner, it can be financial. I actually think that because my budget planner is such a big setup for me, I'm going to put it here as another one. 2025 budget planner. All right, let's continue. Celebrate the holidays with family. See the Ratners, it's my dad's side of the family, and Mason and Scarlet time. So I did see my aunt and uncle at my book launch party. I haven't seen my cousins, but they all live in different states, so it's not as easy. But I'm like I'm not canceling this as a goal, but I'm also trying to figure out when we would be able to get together as like with family for the holidays besides the set days. So we're going to kind of see how this goes. The M&S time is my niece and nephew. That's also tough because now we're pretty much full, like all of our weekends for the month. So I'm just gonna put these down because if I don't put them down, they're not going to happen. But if I put them down, they might happen because then I'll be more intentional about it. So celebrate holidays with family. And we're gonna write M and S time. I also don't think there's like anyone who has a busier social calendar than my 12-year-old nephew and my 9-year-old niece. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. Okay, fun and recreation. It's like a lot planned. Um, host a holiday party. celebrate Kim's 30th birthday and trip to Punta Cana. I'm so excited. All right. Personal. We're going to put down the things that I want to do personally, but we're not going to track them the way I did last month because it just wasn't an effective way of tracking. But we're going to stick with the phone down at 9:30 on weeknights and skincare routine. I'm also trying like a couple of different things with my makeup routine. Like I'm trying different primers and like a couple of different ways of doing my makeup. We're just sort of experimenting lately, and I'm having fun with that. I don't wear makeup a ton. I typically only wear it when I have plans. So like if I'm just going to the grocery store or something like that, I don't have it on. I don't have it on during my day-to-day because I just work from home and I don't have the kind of company that I need to dress up and look nice for a Zoom call. But when I do go out, I enjoy wearing it. It's just that my skin doesn't always love it. So I'm kind of trying to figure out what is working best for my skin. Okay, we got to get to health and wellness. I feel like I'm avoiding it. Okay, speaking of things that I'm avoiding, we're going to do this as soon as I finish filming the video. I have not weighed myself all month. And then I don't know what to do about workouts. I'm going to write down healthy weekday eating. I'm going to commit to being really healthy on weekdays so that when we have all these plans on weekends, I don't have to worry about what I'm eating. I'm hesitant to use the word like I don't have to restrict myself or something like that because I know that there's a lot of opinions about the way we talk about our weight and food and eating and all of that. So I think that the more I'm mindful of what I put in my body during the week, on a weekend, I can, enjoy a bowl of pasta and yeah, anyway. So we're going to put that down. Now for exercise. I think that I have to get back to, instead of a number of days, I think I have to get back to a mileage goal. Certain amount of miles that I rode on my Peloton. So going back to my monthly calendar, forget about this week. So 31 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 31 minus 7 is 24. So 24 days that I won't be away, even though I have plans a lot of these days. I'm going to set a goal of 50 miles on my Peloton, and we're going to start that goal today. Before I shower this morning, I'm going to ride on my Peloton. So I think that the miles is good because this way I'm not beating myself up if I don't work out every day. I think that where months become all or nothing for me is if I miss a day, then in my brain, I'm like the whole month went to trash, and like it didn't. That's not true. I don't feel that way about budgeting. I don't feel that way about anything else in my life. This is just the category that I really struggle with. So I think that riding 50 miles and giving myself 24 days to do that is good. There may be a day that it's 2 miles, there may be a day that it's 5, but I think that having that number that I'm working towards is going to be really helpful for me and really healthy. So that is my plan. I think we're set. Oh, let me look back here. I kind of forgot to look back here. So that's sort of what we're working on this. 2025 word of the year has been chosen. That'll be shared soon. I think that'll be Sunday's video. I never really set a final goal here. I guess we're going to write, let's do a physical environment one because we've already done it. So that's easy because it's already done. And that is the decorating for the holidays. I did not really plan on it. As someone Jewish, I don't really decorate for holidays. I just put out a menorah. But I had said to James on Thanksgiving, next year we're going to be able to set up a tree together because by next Thanksgiving we will be living together. And he was like, let's do it this year. I'm here all the time anyway. So we went out and bought a tree and I got my first Christmas tree. So we'll write decorate for the holidays. Okay. I think we've got it. I think that these goals are a balance of being intentional with my time while also striving to reach something, right? I've got to be good about reading on a regular basis to get to this goal of 7. I have to be good about getting on my bike to do this. There's a lot here to be intentional with while also being really mindful about what this month looks like for me. This is the Moxie Life Companion Notebook. You can purchase these notebooks at a discount with code Plan with Elise, or if you are looking to do a full Moxie Life planner, code Plan with Elise will also give you a discount in addition to these markers. I love these markers because they are color coded for the categories and I see them and my brain now just knows what they're there for. So I really love it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching all of these monthly goals videos this year. I know that they haven't all been super successful, but hopefully somewhat relatable if you're in the same boat as I am with any categories in your life. I think that we are all set. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.